So in this video we are going to deal with the topic ecological succession. So when we take the characteristics of population and community, it is also the response to environment and how much responses that vary from the individual response. So an individual responses also vary. So now we are going to discuss about the other aspects of the community response to the environment over time. So when we take the important characteristics of all ecosystems, the composition and structure constantly changes. So there is a composition and structure change that is very constant. That is, the changes occur constantly in the characteristics of the all communities, and this constant change, that is this composition and structure change, is in response to the changing environmental conditions. So this takes place as a response to the environmental conditions changing. So this change is actually parallel, sequential and order with the changes with the physical environment. So the changes in the physical environment and the changes in the the composition and structure changes in the characteristics of all the communities are orderly, parallel and sequential. So they are orderly, parallel and sequential. So the changes are parallel here. So the changes in the physical environment, so this change of the composition and the structure are parallel to each other. So this change in the physical environment, or this composition or this change out in the physical environment leads to the near equilibrium. So with the environment, it leads to near equilibrium, and it constitutes the climax community, and the climax community is constituted here. So when there is a change in the physical environment, the community goes to a near equilibrium with the environment, so that it is so that it can be called as a climax community. When there is a gradual and predictable change in the species composition, when we take a particular area where the changes of the species are gradual and they are fairly predictable, then it is called as ecological succession. So when the change in a given area is gradual and fair, that is they are predictable, so the changes can be predicted, then the species composition of the particular area, so of the particular area, the species composition is called as ecological succession. So during the process of succession, during this change, this gradual change in which the community reaches the climax community, or comes to be as a climax community. Here there are two cases, that is the two different sites occur here. So there are the species of some species shows out a different reaction towards this change, whereas some other species shows different reaction. That is, some species of them colonize an area, so they get adapt to self and they choose out an area, and so that their population becomes numerous in number, that is, they multiply in number and they colonize to a particular area. But when we take some other species, when we discuss about the other species, they decline and even they disappear. So they reduce in number, they do not increase and they do not adapt themselves, rather they decline in number and automatically they disappear. So there are cases in which the species extinction can be caused by this succession. So we cannot always tell that this succession process always is favorable for the species which are surviving there. No, for some species it shows the positivity, whereas in some species it gives out the negative reactions. So some species colonize an area, population becomes numerous, and some other species decline and they disappear. When we discuss that the entire sequence of communities, So when we the successive change in a given area, so when we take a area and it shows out a very successive change, then the entire sequence of community we can call it as series. So then this sequence of communities we call it as series. That is only when the particular area or a given area shows out the successively change. So when a successive change in a given area is shown out, then the entire sequence of communities of the successive change we can call it as series. When we take the individual transitional communities, they are called as seral stages, or they are also called as seral communities. So the individual transitional communities, so the transitional communities with the individual are called as seral stages or seral communities. So when we discuss about the stages, that is in successive seral stages, there is three different aspects, that is three different happenings happen over there. The first one is the species of organisms. So the diversity of this species of organism changes. So there will be a change in the diversity of the particular area or the particular species of an organism in the successive seral stage. So in the individual transitional community it changes, and there will also be an increase in the total biomass, that is the species of living or the mass of living organisms. So the total biomass will increase. So as we know that when there is a total increase in the biomass, or when there is an increase in the total biomass, there will also be an increase in the number of species or individuals. So the mass of the living organisms is the biomass. If the mass has to increase, the number of living organisms or the species has to increase in the area. So in successive seral stages, there is a change in the diversity of species organisms. At the same time, there is an increase in the total biomass. So automatically it shows an increase in the number of species and also in the number of organisms. So when we take the communities in the present day, so if we discuss about the present day life, we have a lot of ecosystem, and the ecosystem constitutes a lot of species, organisms and certain changes, environmental factors. So these all changes that has occurred in the world has come because of succession process. So because of this succession process, we have attained the present day of ours. That is, the present day environment is occurred because of this succession. But this succession has to be occurred over millions of years. That is, since the life started on the earth, when the life has get started or got started. So at that time, this succession process has been occurring. So only then we would be able to get the present communities or the present day communities in the world which we are having. So it is over millions of years the succession process has been occurring. So during that time, that is the processes which are been having, that is taking over the millions of years ago, that is the time when the life started on earth. At that time, the process of succession and the evolution process would have been parallel. So the process of both succession and evolution during those days, that is during the beginning of the life, that is over millions of years, this evolution and succession process would have been parallel. So from this we can understand that the succession is a process that starts where no living organisms are there. So when there is a place without a living organism, that is the areas where no living organisms would have existed, that is bare rock. So when there is a rock, there will be no living organisms, right? If a plant has to grow, there needs sand. So if a human has to grow, he cannot just have a rock to live. So this succession process starts where there is no living organisms, that is no living organisms ever existed, that is like a bare rock, or in areas that somehow lost all this. So during some by natural disasters or by some other processes, which there is the area which have lost all the living species which has been existed at a particular place. So all these processes or all these circumstances or all in these situations, this succession process actually takes place. So when we here take the succession, here the former process is called as the primary succession, while the latter we call it as tertiary succession. The former is called as the primary succession and the latter is called as the secondary succession. So when we take the primary succession, so the places which are this primary succession takes place are the newly cooled lava, a bare rock, and newly created pond or reservoir. So at these places this primary succession occurs. So when we take we can get into an idea that this process of then when or the generation creation out of new biotic community is generally slow. The process is completely slow. So when before a biotic community of diversity of organisms as established at that particular place, we know that there must be soil. So if a bare rock is present or lava is present, we cannot give out a biotic community of diversity of organisms, but we need that we need soil in a particular place. So and also depending mostly on the climate, the natural processes takes place not to 1 or 2 years, it takes place to 100 to several thousands of years in order to produce fertile soil on the bare rock. So on the bare rock, if it has to produce fertile soil, it can take about 100 to several thousands of years. So this is what primary succession is. That is, it is an extremely slow process. So when we take the secondary succession, here it begins in the areas where the natural biotic communities which have already existed, but now it has been destroyed by natural or human made causes, but it has been destroyed and there are no living organisms on the planet. For example, abandoned farmlands or the forests which are burnt and cut, and the lands which have been caused by flood. So in these places, this secondary succession, that's the process of secondary succession begins. So the secondary succession begins because here there will be a small some amount of soil sediment present. So when we take the succession or compare this secondary succession with the primary succession, the process of succession will be at a faster rate. So during this when this succession produces or when there is a succession process takes place, there will be a change in the there will be a change in the vegetation process. So the ecological succession usually they focus on the changes in the vegetation. So this changes in the vegetation affects the food and shelter of various types of animals. So it affects the various types of animals which live in a particular area. So when this succession proceeds, the number of and types of the animals and decomposers. So the particular area, the animals and the decomposers will change in number, and also the types also will change. So when during the primary or secondary succession, when there is a natural or human induced disturbances, there will be it can convert a particular several stage of succession to an early stage. That is, this the induced disturbances can change the several stage of succession to an early stage, and this natural or human induced disturbances can either encourage some species or discourage some species. That is, or discourage in sense it can eliminate the other species, and so encourage in sense it can survive, it colonize and it multiplies. But whereas some other species gets destroyed or even they get hidden out, they get eliminated. So this is So this much is for ecological succession. So in the next video we'll deal with the succession of plants. Thank you.